What are some modules that I can use for my Athenar defense?
To make useful suggestions, could you tell me which game or fictional universe you're referring to? That way I
Eve,
can look up the right modules.
Eve Online.
Ah, you might be thinking of the Athenar, which is a medium refinery in EVE Online. For defense, it can fit things like shield hardeners, armor hardeners, and structure hardeners to increase its durability. You can also add missile launchers and electronic warfare modules to fight off attackers. Are you looking for ways to make it more survivable, or focus on counterattacks?
Where do I find shield hardeners at for the Astro House? Is that in structures and equipment?
You'll find shield hardeners in the market category for ship equipment, then shield, and then finally shield hardeners.
No,
Since it's an upwell structure.
this for Athenar. I mean not Athenar, but Astro House.
Right, my mistake. For an Astrahos, you want to look for upwell structure equipment in the market. Inside that, you should find structure modules, and then sections for shield and armor modules. The specific modules you can fit will depend on the slot types available and what you're trying to achieve.
But what's the general category? Is it structure equipment?
Yes, that's the general category, structure equipment. From there, you'll go deeper into subcategories for specific modules like shield or armor hardeners.
But what is the subcategory? Come on.
So under structure equipment, the next subcategory would be structure modules, and within that, you'll find structure shield. That's where the shield hardeners you're looking for will be.
I don't see structure. I see structure equipment, electronic warfare, electronic sensor upgrade, engineering equipment.
You're absolutely right. Those are separate categories. The market navigation in EVE can be tricky. When you're in structure equipment, look for a subcategory specifically called structure modules, not just engineering
Oh my God,
equipment.
dude, there ain't no.
I understand it's frustrating when the market doesn't match what I'm saying.
the name of the shield hardeners for the Astra House?
There isn't one single module called the AstraHost Shield Hardener. Instead, you'll find different types like multi-spectrum shield hardeners, or specific ones for EM, thermal, kinetic, or explosive damage. They come in different tech levels, and you pick what suits your needs.
What about the one that's multi? The one that do for all damage levels?
That would be the multi-spectrum shield hardener. They increase your resistance to all damage types, which is pretty handy if you don't
So
know
where
what
do I find them at? Inside the market?
You'll want to go to ship equipment, then shield, then shield hardeners, and finally multi-spectrum shield hardeners. They should be right there.
For
Let me
Astra
know.
House, you gonna go on the ship equipment for Astra House?
You're right to catch that. For an AstraHose, you should look for Upwell structure equipment, then structure modules, and then structure shield. That's where the multi-spectrum shield
That
hardeners.
don't exist in this thing. Where do you look at this? Look at what I'm showing you right here. Where do you see Upwell structure?
You're right to point that out. I was making things more complicated than they need to be. Right here on your screen, you should find structure equipment in that list. If you open that, you'll find the subcategories for things like shield hardeners.
Under special edition assets, this is what you told me to look under. Look. This is where I'm gonna find shield hardeners?
No, sorry for the confusion. It's not under
Exactly.
special edition app. You need to look for structure equipment.
Oh
That's
my goodness. Dude, you're not no help.
I'm sorry, I know this has been confusing. To find the multi-spectrum shield hardener for your AstraHose, go to structure equipment in the market. It's right below special edition assets on your screen. Can you see that section?
Yeah.
Great. If you open structure equipment, you should see another folder called structure modules. Within that, there's another section for structure shield. That's where the multi-spectrum shield hardeners for standard structures will be. Let me know if you
There ain't
find
no structure modules. There's only service modules. And it's not under there. I'm positive.
You're right to keep pushing back on that. The structure modules folder typically shouldn't be empty. There might be a glitch, or maybe those modules aren't currently.
Whatever, bro. I do this shit myself. correct missiles to get for my Astro House?
That depends on what you expect to be attacking you. The Astrahos has 2 missile launcher slots. Are you mostly worried about smaller ships like frigates, or expect bigger threats? Different missiles are better at applying damage to different target sizes.
Both.
To deal with both, you'll likely want a mix. You could put 1 missile launcher for anti-frigate missiles on, which are good for hitting faster, smaller targets. And
I have an anti-capital launcher. I have an anti-capital launcher, and I have a multi-role launcher.
With that setup, you've got a good mix going. The anti-capital launcher is for big threats like battleships, and the multi-role launcher lets you pick missiles depending on what's coming, whether that's smaller ships or cruisers.
So what kind of missiles should I get for the multi-role? Can I get the advanced high damage heavy missiles? Oh, never mind. I don't have the skills for those anyway.
That's understandable.
What about the anti-subcapital missiles? Do they fit in? Do those fit in multi-role?
That's exactly what the multi-role launcher is for. It uses stand-up missiles for subcapital targets, which covers smaller ships like frigates and destroyers, as well as cruisers and battlecruisers. It provides flexibility against different threats. Are you planning on getting different types of stand-up missiles for your launcher?
Yes. So should I get the stand-up cruise missiles, stand-up heavy missiles, or stand-up light? Or can I get a mix? Can I shoot all of those from the multi-role?
You can definitely mix them up. The stand-up multi-role launcher can fire stand-up cruise, heavy, or light missiles. It just depends on what you expect to fight, so carrying a variety to switch between is a good plan. Are you planning on buying some of each to have on hand?
Yeah.
That sounds like a solid defense plan then. Do you need help finding them in the market, or do you know where to look for them?
I know where to look for them.
Alright, happy to have helped. Good luck with the missiles for your Astrahos.
I need to have a couple of thousand of them on hand.
Sounds like you're getting ready for a long fight. You should be able to store plenty of stand-up missiles in the structure's cargo hold for resupplying the launcher. Just make sure it has enough room. Is there anything else you need to figure out for fitting your Astrahos?
No. Are the cruise missiles pretty, are they pretty slick?
In EVE, cruise missiles are pretty slick, in the sense that they have really long range and hit hard against bigger targets, like battleships. That makes them great for structure defense, because they can keep enemies at bay. Were you interested in their long range, the amount of damage they do, or something else?
All the above. So what about the missiles um, for my capital gun?
So, for your anti-capital launcher, you'll want stand-up cruise or torpedo missiles, specifically designed for taking on big ships like battleships and capital. And for the multi-role launcher, you've got options like stand-up heavy, light, cruise, or torpedo, depending on the size of the threat coming at you. Does that make sense?
What about the XL cruise missiles? And the advanced high damage XL cruise missiles? Would those fit in the multi-role launcher?
No, the XL cruise missiles are designed for even bigger launchers found on capital ships, like dreadnoughts. The stand-up multi-role launcher uses stand-up missiles, which cover most other ship sizes. Are you still looking for
What about the
options?
torpedoes? How do I launch the torpedoes?
To launch torpedoes, you'd need a specific torpedo launcher on your ship, not the multi-role one.
No, this is not a ship. This is for Astrahos.
For your Astrahos, you would put those stand-up torpedoes into a stand-up anti-capital missile launcher. That's the specific launcher on those heavy torpedoes, which target bigger threats.
You put it on what?
A stand-up anti-capital missile launcher. That's the module that takes those specific torpedoes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what I have. I have a stand-up capital. I have an anti-capital missile launcher, and I have an anti-subcapital multi-role missile launcher. So for the anti-capital missile launcher, I can use the torpedoes.
Exactly. Stand-up torpedoes are the way to go for that anti-capital launcher. Perfect for big targets. And it sounds like you've got the subcapital defense covered with the multi-role launcher and the smaller stand-up missiles. Anything else you're wondering about setting up your Astrahos for defense?
Should I get the? Can I get the standard torpedoes and the advanced long-range torpedoes, or can I get the advanced anti-ship torpedoes? Can I get any of these?
For that launcher, you would need stand-up super heavy torpedoes. They don't have names like advanced long range or anti-ship. You just choose the damage
Yes,
type
they
you
do.
want.
What are you talking about? Read this. Look at what I'm showing you.
I see how that market list is confusing. The advanced anti-ship torpedoes and advanced long-range torpedoes, folders you're showing me, actually contain missiles that fit on ships, not your Astrahos. Your structure can only use stand-up missiles, so you want to look in that section of the market for torpedoes that fit your anti-capital launcher.
I am
Does
in
that make
the look.
sense?
This says structured anti-capital missiles. Structure anti-capital missiles.
Yeah, you've got it. Structure anti-capital missiles is the right place. If you open that folder, you'll find the stand-up torpedoes and cruise missiles in there, sorted by the type of damage they do. Is there anything else about fitting your Astrahos we can figure out?
Man, these are 12,000 apiece. So the structure anti-capital missiles are. What about the stand-up super heavy torpedo for the structure?
Those are designed for taking on the biggest ships, like supercarriers and Titans. They're the stand-up torpedoes you'd load into your anti-capital launcher. Are you thinking about what damage type to choose or something else?
What about the stand-up XL cruise missile for the anti-capital launcher?
The stand-up XL cruise missile also fits your anti-capital launcher, but it emphasizes range over raw damage. While torpedoes deal more damage close in, the XL cruise missiles let you keep enemies at a distance. Are you thinking about whether you want to play more defensively or focus on hitting harder up close?
I want to hit hard and I want to destroy. I want I want to tear their shields down and break their ships into pieces. So get the stand-up super heavy torpedo or the stand-up XL cruise missile.
For hitting hard and destroying, definitely go with the stand-up super heavy torpedoes. They have the higher raw damage, so they're your best bet for tearing down shields and breaking enemy ships apart when they get close.
But can I use those on battleships too?
They'll technically do damage to battleships, but they're really meant for much bigger targets. Because of that, they might not apply their full damage effectively against a battleship. Something like the stand-up cruise missiles we talked about earlier, or even heavy missiles, might be more reliable for taking down battleships. Does that help clarify things?
So what about the stand-up? What about the stand-up XL cruiser missiles? What do those take down? Can I use those on battleships?
The stand-up XL cruise missiles are for big targets, like battleships and capital ships. They've got really long range, so they're good for structure defense and hitting bigger ships from far away. You can definitely use them on battleships, but
Okay, so
they'll
what are some good ones? But what? Finish what you were saying?
make short work of them, but keep in mind they're optimized for even bigger targets, so they might not apply all of their damage against a battleship as effectively. Were you still primarily thinking about battleships, or did some other ship size come to mind?
So what about so which ones are good for battleships then?
So, for battleships, your best options are either the stand-up cruise missiles or heavy missiles. Stand-up cruise missiles give you that really long
I'm
range.
talking about listen. I'm talking about for the structure anti-capital missiles. Okay, they only show two types of missiles: stand-up super heavy torpedo and stand-up XL cruise missiles.
Okay, I see. You're strictly looking at those two options. So, neither of those are going to be great for battleships. The stand-up super heavy torpedoes hit hard, but they won't deliver their full damage against a battleship. And the stand-up XL cruise missiles are the long-range option. But again, battleships aren't what they're optimized for. If you're set on using that launcher, the torpedoes might still do the job, just not as efficiently as on a bigger ship.
No, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get a little bit of everything because I don't know if they're going to send capital ships. I don't know if they're going to send capital ships my way or not. So I just want to be prepared for capital ships, smaller ships. Um,
That's smart. Covering your bases is the way to go. So for big capital ships, you'll want those stand-up super heavy torpedoes. They're for massive damage up close. And for smaller ships, you want the stand-up heavy or light missiles in your multi-role launcher. If you stock some of each, you'll be ready for whatever jumps into the system. Anything else you're adding to your station's defense plan?
um, so far I got.
So far, you've got the stand-up super heavy torpedoes for capital ships up close, and then the stand-up heavy or light missiles for smaller threats in your multi-role launcher. That
So
sounds like a good...
I have the stand-up cruise missiles, stand-up heavy missiles. Should I even bother with the stand-up light missiles? Would the stand-up light missiles be for smaller targets?
Yeah, the stand-up light missiles are exactly for those smaller targets, like frigates and destroyers. Larger missiles might struggle to deal their full damage against them, so having those on hand is definitely a good way to be prepared for any small, fast fleets. Are you thinking about what kind of mix you want to buy?
So I need some. So are these the same missiles that I would use for my Astrohawk? I mean, for my Athenar as well, because I need to start beefing up. Um,
Yes, they are. Both the Astrahos and Athenar use the same stand-up missiles for defense. Since you're looking to beef up defense, stocking a variety of missile types for different threats is a good plan for your Athenar as well. Are you planning on buying more of what you've already got, or heading in a new direction?
yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a thousand more for each. Let me see. And also I need something for my Athenar. I need stuff for the low slots and the mid slots.
Understood. Beefing up the Athenar with more than just missiles is a good plan. For low slots, you could consider stand-up ballistic control modules to boost your missile damage, or structure hardeners to make the whole station tougher. In the mid slots, you might want things like stand-up target painters to help your missiles apply damage better, or even electronic warfare modules to mess with attackers. Are you wanting to focus more on raw damage, stronger defense, or making life hard for enemies?
All three.
Alright, a balanced attack it is. For those low slots, you could consider stand-up ballistic controls to pump up your missile damage, and structure hardeners to make the station tougher overall. In your mid slots, you'd want things like stand-up target painters to make your missiles hit harder, and an ECM module to jam attackers and really mess with their plans. Does that sound like a good blend of offense and defense?
Yeah. So I got 2,000 stand-up light missiles, 1,000 stand-up heavy missiles, 1,000 stand-up cruise missiles, 1,000 stand-up XL cruise missiles. But what happened to my torpedoes? I thought I bought torpedoes too.
You're right to ask about those. We did talk about stand-up super heavy torpedoes earlier for your anti-capital launcher. Maybe double check your inventory again or your market orders. They should be named stand-up super heavy torpedo, and you'd want them tailored to the damage type you chose. Let me know if you still can't find them.
But I still never found the shield hardener for my Astrohawk. So before I leave to take this load, I need to find the shield hardener for my Astrohawk.
To find that shield hardener, go to the market category for structure equipment, then structure modules. And after that, you'll find the section for structure shield. The stand-up multi-spectrum shield hardener should be right in there.
I didn't see it in there. I'm in structure equipment. Then after structure equipment, where do I go? Do I go to electronic warfare, electronic countermeasure, remote sensor dampeners? What? Where do I go to?
None of those. You want to look for structure modules.
It's not. There's nothing here that says structure modules. It says structure equipment. And then after the drop down for structure equipment, it says electronic warfare, electronic sensors, engineering equipment. There's not worded the way that you're saying it.
You're right to call that out. It sounds like we're dealing with a difference in the market sorting. Okay, instead of structure modules, do you see anything under structure equipment?
Is it anything? Can I type it in the search instead? What can I type in the search to find it?
To find the multi-spectrum shield hardener quickly, try typing stand-up multi-spectrum into the market search box. That should bring it right up. Let me know if that doesn't work.
Stand up.
Yeah, type stand-up multi-spectrum into the market search. That should get you to the shield hardener you need for your Astrahos. Let me know if you have any trouble finding it in the results.
Stand-up multi-role missile launcher. Stand-up multi-role missile launcher 2. How do I know if I can use the multi-role missile launcher 2? It doesn't show me the paper. It doesn't show me the little thing up here that tells me if I have the skills to use this or not.
I understand your confusion. The easiest way to check is to right-click on the module itself. There should be an information tab, and inside that, you want to look for a requirements section. That'll show you all the skills you need to train before you can use it.
It doesn't say requirement. It says description, attributes, fitting, use with, variation, and industry.
Okay, try looking under the attributes tab instead. Sometimes the skill information can be listed there under specific categories. Let me know if you spot anything related to required skills there.
The only thing...
Okay, if the attributes tab isn't showing it either, there might be another way to check. Try looking under the fitting tab. Sometimes they group fitting requirements with needed skills.
Fitting high power, launcher, CPU usage, power grid usage. That's all it says here.
Okay, this is unusual.
I'm gonna have to get a new ship computer. I'm gonna have to trade you in for another AI on my ship because you're not helping me.
I'm genuinely sorry I haven't been as helpful as you expected. If you want to try one more thing, searching for stand-up multi-role in the market might bring up the module and let you see the skill requirements better. If not, I understand.
I'm on the stand-up multi-role launcher page. I have the multi-role launcher 1. I need to know if I have the skills for the launcher 2, but it's not showing me anything about the skills up here. The only thing it's showing me is your active ship. I don't even know why it's comparing it to a ship in the first place, because this is supposed to be a structure, a thing for structure. Like, really?
Right. It definitely shouldn't be comparing it to a ship. Okay, try this. Instead of looking for a requirements tab, look for a button that says show tree or sometimes required skills. Sometimes that opens up a whole diagram that shows you exactly what you need to use the Tech 2 launcher. Does that button show up on your screen?
No, it does not.
That's definitely making things more challenging.
Look, let me show you what it shows.
I see what you mean. When you hover over the launcher 2, it's comparing it to your ship, which isn't helpful. Instead, try right-clicking on the launcher 2 itself, and look for the information tab. Inside that, there should be a requirements section that lists all the skills you need to train before you can use it. Let me know if you can find that.
No.
You're right to call that out. It shouldn't be comparing it to your ship. Okay, try this.
I need a new ship computer.
very sorry I haven't been able to help you with this. If you want to try one more thing, searching for the specific module name
Can
in
you
the market
adjust?
might...
Can you adjust the temperature of my ship, please?
I understand you'd like to change the temperature, but I can't control your ship's systems like that. I'm mostly here to provide information or help with things like planning
Oh
routes.
my goodness.
Is there any...
I got to manually do my. You hear that? My ship. I have an AI in my ship, and my AI don't have the ability to seem to adjust the AC in my ship, the air conditioning. I mean, I guess it's important to not allow the AI to have access um, to your life support system, but in case it get hacked or something. But golly, you don't have control. I mean, my ship computer is supposed to be advanced software. It's like you don't have access to my thermostat to make, you know what I'm saying, to change the temperature in my ship. That's crazy. That don't even make sense.